Okay, so me and my wife were talking about this thing that happened in the news. Apparently, this woman had a baby at the hospital in Pittsburgh, and the nurse came in and was talking to the lady and so on and so forth, and she's looking at the paperwork, and the nurse sees the name of the father on the paperwork, and the nurse says, "Is this the father of the baby?" The lady who had the baby said, "Yes, that's the father of the baby." To which the nurse said, "And you're sure about this? This is the father?" The lady said, "Yes, that is my baby's father." The nurse said, "Okay, cool." So she went out to the waiting room to verify that this man was the baby's father. And in verifying this man's fatherhood, she also realized that this man is her husband. So yes, this man cheated. His mistress had the baby at the hospital that the man's wife works at. And a dumbass showed up. Me and my wife were talking about the fact of that is an awful situation. Why did he show up? He shouldn't have shown up. He should have just ran away. And I was like, if it was a black guy, he would have ran. We know this. So we already got it in our heads. This is a white guy issue. White guy did this. He showed up. And my wife still couldn't get an idea of why he would do that. So I said the reason that he did it is because, first off, he had no place to stay. He got two women. Baby's born. There's 3 people involved. 2 places to stay. And he can't stay in neither one of them. That's the first thing. Second thing is he figured he might as well just have both conversations at once, I guess, because, like, you couldn't have one and then be worried about the other one. You get them both out the way, and then you can spend the evening drinking and sleeping in your car. So that's why he decided to do that. And I was like, this is terrible. I couldn't even cheat on my wife in my mind without telling her I cheated. This man cheated, had a whole baby, and is still sitting in the room, in the waiting room, like a dumbass. So in the grand scope of all this, what does this have to do with real life that I live? I'll tell you what. Because I couldn't imagine being that man right there. I'm sick thinking about it. And how did he start today? How do you start today that way? With that information happening yesterday, how do you start today? You know you're getting divorced. And you know that. People are talking about you, like me. But this is what I wanted to say. This is how it all makes sense. That's his life and it sucks. All I got to do is go to work. When y'all put it in perspective, it don't matter what's going on around you. You control you. And guess what? I ain't cheat on nobody. I ain't having no baby mama drama. Guess what? I just got to take my ass to work. Get these packages out the door and help people one package at a time. That's what I got to do. So, grand scheme of things, you ain't got 2 baby mamas. Well, you might. I don't know who this is, but who's seeing this. But, end of the day, put your shit in perspective. It's probably not that bad. Now, I got lunch to eat. Love y'all.